Welcome back everyone for the 7th round of the 2023 AMA Supercross Championship in Arlington. So, this week it was a Triple Crown event. So once again, 3 main events for the 250 East Coast this time, and 3 main events for the 450s. So in the first main event of the 250s, it was a good start by Hunter Lawrence, Tom Vial, and Max Anstey for the top 3. Then Vial comes up short on the first rhythm lane, so allows Anstey to pass through, and then Nate Thrasher from 4th position managed to make the pass upon Vial, who made a mistake, and also Max Anstey to gain 2nd position. The good thing I noticed in the first main event, it was that Nate Thrasher was on pace with Hunter Lawrence with a torn ACL, which is a pretty bad injury. If you don't know what a torn ACL is, it's an anterior cruciate ligament, and it causes a lot of pain, instability, and lack of strength in the knee. So being able to keep Hunter Lawrence pace with that injury, it was really outstanding. It was amazing. Then with 4 minutes to go, the only thing happening was Hayden Deegan going down in the whoops, and not really his best weekend and his best start for the first main, having a bad start and then crashing in the whoops and going down to 19th place. But then in the end, it was a 1 point for Hunter Lawrence, who came in first, Thrasher 2nd, and Max Anstey in 3rd. On the second main event, we see kind of a different start, because the first 3 positions were occupied by Jordan Smith, Hayden Deegan, who gets redeemed from the first main event with this start, kind of, and Hunter Lawrence in 3rd. Jordan Smith and Hayden Deegan already fighting at the second corner for the lead. Hunter Lawrence gets a poor run in the whoops and is passed by his closest opponent for the overall win, Nate Thrasher. Thrasher then passes also Hayden Deegan for 2nd position, and we cut to 7 minutes to go when Hunter Lawrence managed to catch Hayden Deegan and pass him after the tunnel for 3rd position and the last step of the podium. And then with 5 minutes to go, Thrasher is closing in on Smith and putting pressure on him to gain possibly the lead. With 3 minutes to go, Hunter Lawrence joins the party, and there's a 3-way fight for the lead between Smith, Lawrence, and Thrasher. But then Thrasher cross jumps trying to get by lappers, and his rear tire hits Lawrence's front, taking him down after the tunnel jump. Jordan Smith gets his first Triple Crown main event win, Thrasher 2nd, and Lawrence managing to keep the last step of the podium even after the fall. On the 3rd main event then, we see Nate Thrasher being tied with Hunter Lawrence at 4 points and Smith at 5 points. So 3 possible winners for this main event and for this overall win, I should have said, sorry. Lawrence down in the first corner and gets stuck under Max Anstey's bike, so really not a good look if he wanted to win the overall. Thrasher leading crucially to gain the most points on his opponent if he managed to get back up to good positions. Michael Mosman, who had been on a kind of anonymous ride up to that point, in 2nd position, and Jordan Smith in 3rd. So 4 minutes of calm, kind of settling down. Then with 6 minutes to go, Jordan Smith starts to pressure Michael Mosman for 2nd position, and Lawrence, we take a look at the standings, and Lawrence manages to get back in 11th place from the dead last of the 4th corner. So it was a good comeback from him. Michael Mosman goes down under the tunnel, causing a pileup because it was a blind corner, obviously the tunnel, causing a pileup, holding Jordan Smith and other riders behind him, and dropping Jordan Smith to 5th position. Then in 2nd, with 2 minutes to go, then Hunter Lawrence passes Chris Blows for 6th and is now second tied in the overall with Jordan Smith with the points as they run. Then Nate Thrasher falls in the whoops and drops to 3rd position, so really a bad mistake, but that could have costed him. But with the 3rd position, maintains the overall lead and maintains a bit of security on Hunter Lawrence. Smith then is down in the whoops in the last lap, losing 2nd overall to Hunter Lawrence. Jeremy Martin winning race 3, Tom Vialli in 2nd, and Nate Thrasher concluding 3rd. So in the overall, it was Thrasher who gets the win, Hunter Lawrence in 2nd, and Jordan Smith in 3rd. Then on the 450 in the first main, Anderson is down in the first contact. Henderson is down in the first corner because he made contact with Roczen's rear tire, so not really a great start for him, who looked to be on pace and really good around this track. The first 3 with Tomac, Roczen, and Barsha. Sexton was buried deep in the pack down in 12th position. With 9 minutes to go, we see Chase Sexton up to 6th position, closely followed by Webb in 2nd. 2 minutes again pass, and Sexton and Webb managed to get 1 more position, so now Sexton 5th and Webb 6th. Then with 5 minutes to go, we see Sexton challenging and passing Aaron Plessinger for 4th position. Then it takes 2 more minutes for Cooper Webb, Plessinger's teammate, to get around him for 5th. Sexton battling Barsha for 3rd position now, and lapping 7/10ths of a second faster than the leaders per lap. So quite an insane speed by Chase Sexton. But in the end, it was Tomac who won, Roczen in 2nd, Sexton 3rd, and Barsha defending Webb for 3rd. And Barsha defending Webb right up to the last corner for 4th position. Anderson has a great recovery though. He went from 22nd or dead last in the first corner to 8th position to gain 8 points. On the second main event, it was quite a different story because Cooper Webb managed to get the best start, followed by Anderson and Roczen. Chase Sexton having a moment there before the whoops, almost breaking traction and losing the bike, almost falling. But then Anderson managing to pass Cooper Webb for the lead. And with 7 minutes to go, Sexton, after that first mistake who made him drop some position, caught Tomac and he's putting the pressure on to pass him, or maybe forcing a mistake from Tomac that would drop his points. With 5 minutes to go, Sexton finally manages to pass Tomac for 3rd position on the last step of the podium. So overall, it was Anderson winning, Webb 2nd, and Sexton in 3rd. Points for the overall going into the 3rd race. And it was a close one because Tomac was sitting up on 5, Sexton on 6, then Webb in 7, then Anderson, and then Roczen in 8, and Anderson at 9. On the 3rd main event, we see a great start by Tomac and Sexton, and then Justin Cooper too, getting the 3rd position in the first laps. But then Barsha passed Cooper, and also Anderson, Webb, and Roczen passed Cooper, so it starts to drop down. He really didn't have the pace to keep up with the top guys, but still, great consistent ride by him. Barsha going over the berm after the whoops, nose diving and going straight on in the turner, not able to brake enough to make the corner. Then we see Cooper Webb battling Jason Anderson for 3rd position in the main. Eli Tomac falling down after the bridge, dropping from his position from 1st position to 4th. And then we see Anderson making a mistake in the whoops, allowing Cooper Webb to pass for 2nd position. Sexton, who was in the lead at the time, gets hung up from a lapper, and Webb manages to take advantage of that and gain into place. Plessinger then passes Tomac for 5th, so we have a turn on events with what looked like was gonna be a Nilay Tomac win, followed by maybe Webb and then Sexton, we see in the end Cooper Webb winning the third main and the overall, and Sexton second tied with 8 points, Tomac finishing third.